When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. RPO complete to open the drive. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Gators come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Florida. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, they made a statement.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs. They can move and run all over the place and give you so many options. Is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Takes the handoff. It's Adams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He makes a grab. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a...
Lucky you are correct. That's one of those things when the ball pops out, it literally looks like it's a GIF or it's in slow motion, and the ball takes 13 seconds to hit the ground and get out of bounds. The offense was counting every second. Thank goodness got the big break and now still has the chance to go take the lead in this ball game.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Power football with the run. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter.
Florida 21, Miami 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Deflects it out of the air. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it's no good. He missed it. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking for a deep man. Caught at the 25. Off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Gators!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Pulls it in. It's Adams. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Pulls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive forcing a 3rd and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
He's going for a big play downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Fighting off the defender. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Trying play action. He wants to go deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's got the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Swings it out to his running back. There he goes. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Montgomery. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The play action fake. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 35. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Miami! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Florida 35, Miami 14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Brings it down on the right side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gators!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and the defense has set him 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
They go to the ground. It's a runs like that that can really help you feel
Miami.